Good evening, everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. Good evening and welcome to the session. I hope all of you are doing well. Good evening, Pragya. Okay, so now so we have shifted the time. Like I am again announcing we have shifted the time to 7 p.m. for some time being. Maybe if it is suitable, we will continue at 7. If it is not, then we will see other option. Okay. So good evening and welcome to the session. Now, in the last in this last week, some new changes were there. You might have seen Israel has attacked on Lebanon also, and even now in Syria there is attack from Lebanon in there is attack from Israel in Lebanon also, Syria also. So in that context we will see one part. Israel has been one of the famous topics for UPSC. They have been asking questions with respect to map in various manner. Like once they have asked about what is Levant region, then they have asked question multiple times about which of the following have a border with Mediterranean Sea. So these are some of the topics which are commonly repeated. So we will try to see these places which has been there in the news. That is one part. Second thing is we will talk about one very important news which is there on which was there on Friday, but we could not discuss it due to some reasons. But this topic was there: general consent to CBI. So this is a very important topic. I think many of you have read it in polity also, but we will try to revise it again. General consent to CBI. Second thing which we are going to talk about is places in news, Lebanon. Third important topic which we are going to cover is manual scavenging in India. Recently there was a report from government itself. It is from government itself, Ministry of Social Justice and Employment. So they have come with a report with respect to manual scavenging in India, and we are going to see that. Then there is also one thing which was there in the news today, dark matter. So we will try to understand that what exactly is dark matter and what we know about it. We will try to see that. Okay. So see, first let us talk about this general consent to CBI. Now, before we go into that, there are certain questions which I want you to solve. These are not related to any topics, but I think all of you know it. These are very simple, always there in the news. Which one of the following countries has its own satellite navigation system? Australia, Canada, Sri Lanka, Israel, and Japan. Good evening. I'm good. I hope all of you are doing well also. I hope all of you are doing good. Japan. Okay. Yes. So it is very much clear that this option Japan is clear. No, not Israel, not option C. It is not option C. Israel is not having its own navigation system. It is dependent on US, okay, and European countries. If we talk about them, Japan has got its own navigation system. Yes. So here the answer is not C option, not Israel. Israel is technologically advanced in many things, but not in navigation system. There are 6 countries or organizations which are having their satellite system. Can you name them, the 6 countries having their navigation system? I am giving you 2. GPS. It is from US. And Navik. It is from India. Apart from this, there are other countries. Japan is there. Creative. You have written some option, but that is not visible. Okay. You have used certain emojis. Okay. So GPS is there. Navik is there. Russia. Okay. Russia is having the system called as GLONASS. Okay. GLONASS system is there of Russia. Then yes, we have this, of course, the system BDU. It is for China. It is for China. Then we have another system that is Like if we talk about Japan, they have the Quest system, okay, and Quest Zenith system, that is from Japan. And then we have another thing which is Galileo. Galileo. This is from European Union. This is from European Union. So Galileo is one of the navigation system of European Union. See, remember one thing, there are certain space agencies which are powerful enough to have their navigation system. US of course is there, Russia is there, China is there. Okay, now India is also there. So these four countries are going to be there. Then we have one international organization, European Union now. So they are not doing it individually. They have done collective effort. They have got their own navigation system. And then of course, Japan is there. Japan is also having its own navigation system. So Quast Zenith system, that is for Japan. Then we have this Beidou system, China. Then GLONASS of Russia, Navig of India. And then we have GPS of US. So these are not global. Yes, of course, Navig is also regional. Even the Japan has got regional navigation system. Yeah. Regional navigation system is there. Yes, of course, it is a regional navigation system. Okay. So here it is simply saying that it's on satellite navigation. It's not asking regional or international. India and Japan, of course, India and Japan, they have got their regional navigation system. But it is a satellite navigation system. Now we are simply talking satellite navigation system. GPS is there, which is quite global. GPS is one such system which is quite global. Apart from that, you will find majority of them, they are somewhat restricted. Okay. Although GLONASS says that it covers the entire world, but again, it is restricted in various areas. So that is our first part. Second thing is like, let's see some question. There is this question from 2023. Israel has established diplomatic relation with some Arab states. The Arab Peace Initiative, mediated by Saudi Arabia, was signed by Israel and Arab League. So give me answer of this question. First is saying Israel has established diplomatic relations with some Arab states. Second is saying the Arab Peace Initiative, mediated by Saudi Arabia, was signed by Israel and Arab League. So tell me which one is correct, which one is incorrect. I hope all of you have also seen the mains question this year. Some of you have appeared also. So whenever you get the time, do tell me how was your mains. So answer is C option from Pragya, Ritu, Harshit and Jyoti and Bittu. Creative Being says answer A. Okay. Jyoti is also saying answer A. See, first if we look at this, Israel has established diplomatic relations with some Arab states. Correct. We have seen that Israel has got this relationship with UAE, primarily UAE. But this option is correct. No doubt in that. The second is saying the Arab Peace Initiative, mediated by Saudi Arabia, was signed by Israel and Arab League. Now the second statement is false. The Arab Peace Initiative, of course, it was initiated by Saudi Arabia in the early 2000, but it was not signed by Israel. It was not signed by Israel. Yeah. Recently, we have got another thing, which is Abraham Accord, which is called as Abraham Accord. Now, this is mediated by US. This is mediated by US, where Israel has become a party. But the Saudi Arabia lead Arab Peace Initiative was not signed by Israel at that time in the early 2000. So this second option here is incorrect. The first one is true. Hence the answer will be C. A is true, but R is false. Okay. So I hope that is clear. Now, the term two-state solution is sometimes mentioned in the news in the context of the affairs of. I think this is quite easy question. All of you can answer it. So this is quite easy. Tell me about this one. The term two-state solution is sometimes mentioned in the news in context of China, Israel, Iraq and Yemen. So here what should be the answer? I think it is quite a straightforward question, so everyone can answer this. The two-state solution. It is basically related to Israel and Palestine. So this two-state solution is going on for quite some time now. We can say it's about 70 plus years, 75 years. Okay. So this is in context of Israel and Palestine. Okay. So yes, for Israel and Palestine, we have this two-state theory which goes on for quite some time now. Okay. Now, let's come to our topic now. We will discuss some other questions also simultaneously with these topics. First, we have to see that this news was there, not today, it was there on Friday. Okay. Why Israel not signed this initiative? Which one? Arab Peace Initiative? See, if you see Israel and Arab, they do not mix well together. They are not mixing well together. At that time, the conditions were not that much ripe for it. Means the conditions were not that much good that Israel and Arab can come together. But later on, when economy started dictating more terms, then gradually what has happened that Israel, UAE, Saudi Arabia and all others came closer. So that's why in the initial time it was not signed. Now, coming to this portion, general consent to CBI. General consent to CBI. Can you tell me CBI comes under which state or union territory? CBI is a all India force, or is it a state force? And if it is a state force, then which state? If we talk about this CBI, can you tell me, is it a all India force or what? What is the CBI? Yes. If we look at CBI, to understand one thing, it is a special police force of Delhi government. It is a special police force of Delhi government. Okay. And now you know that in the case of Delhi government, we all know that in the case of Delhi government, there is a Article 239 AA of the Indian Constitution. Okay. Article 239 AA of Indian Constitution. Now we have seen that in the case of Delhi, the three things are there in the control of union government. Three things are there in the control of union government. One is land, public order and police. So here we can see that police is under the control of union government. In general, when you are writing any answer, you are writing anything, try to write union instead of center. Okay. Union is a much better term instead of center. Okay. So whenever you are writing answer, try to use this word union instead of center. Center gives a tendency or a sense that we are having a unitary type of government, whereas union gives a feeling that it is more of this federalism type thing. When will you take our class in batch English medium 2026? Which subject? Which subject you are talking about, Kritika? We will come to this question of your Kritika later on. Let's first understand this. Okay. So we see that it is a special police force of Delhi government under Article 239A. The police comes under the control of union. Now you know that one thing, that if a police, let us take an example. If UP police has to investigate some case, let us say in Chhattisgarh, if suppose that UP police has to investigate a case in Chhattisgarh, let us say in Raipur or any other place, they have to investigate a case. So what they will have to do, they will have to take the permission. They will have to take the permission from the police of Chhattisgarh. They will have to seek permission. If UP police is trying to go to Chhattisgarh, they will have to seek permission. They will have to seek permission from the Chhattisgarh government. Okay. So in the same scenario, in the same manner, the CBI is a Delhi police. It is basically a special part of Delhi police. So if CBI has to investigate any case in any state outside Delhi, In Delhi, they have full freedom. In Delhi, they have full freedom. But if they have to investigate any such case in any other state, let us say West Bengal or any other state, they will have to seek permission. Okay. So CBI will need permission. CBI is a CBI is a police of Delhi. So it will need permission in all other state. Need permission in all other state. In all other state. Okay. So they will need permission in all other state. That is the fundamental requirement. Now this permission comes in two manner. This permission comes in two manner. This permission comes under two manner. One thing is called as general consent. One thing is called as general consent, and another thing is a special consent. A special consent. This permission is given in two manner. One is called as general consent, other is called as special consent. So what is the difference here? If we are talking about the general consent, it simply means that if CBI has received a general consent, it can investigate any case without prior information or without prior approval. When suppose if UP government gave general consent, and let us suppose that there is any such case in Jaunpur. Let us suppose that there is any such case in Jaunpur and UP police has given a special consent. General consent. So now CBI can directly handle this case without any such interference of the UP government. They can directly start investigating any case in Jaunpur without taking any such further permission from the state government of UP. Okay. No need of permission every time. No need of permission every time. Okay. So this is one simple thing. Now if they want, they can investigate any case in UP. In any part of UP, they can start this, like let us say they can start investigating any case. There is second thing. If general consent is withdrawn, now in this case, if general consent has been withdrawn, in this case, CBI will need the permission every time when it wants to investigate a new case. Okay. If general consent is withdrawn, CBI will need permission for each case. CBI will need permission for each new case. Each new case. See, I have written here a word, new case. Each new case means for the previous cases which has already been started, there is no need of requiring the consent again. So if a case is going, they can continue investigating that case. But if they want to investigate something new, in that scenario, they will again need this consent for the investigation of any case. So for new case, if the general consent has been withdrawn, they will need the permission each and every time they are going to investigate a new case. So this is about general consent of CBI. There is another part. Other ways of investigating case. Other ways of investigating cases. Other ways of investigating cases. Now suppose that let us say Karnataka has withdrawn the general consent to CBI. Karnataka has announced that it is withdrawing the general consent to CBI. So now in this case, suppose that if there is a crime which has occurred in, let us say, UP, but it has connections with Karnataka. Okay. So if there are a case which spreads over multiple states, then of course CBI can investigate. Okay. Let us say if a case has roots or linkage in multiple states, consent is not required. Consent not required. Okay. So suppose that if there is a crime which has occurred in Delhi, if there is a crime which has occurred in Delhi, but it is having some connections with Karnataka, so in that scenario, they will not require the consent of this Karnataka state. It is automatically understood that consent has to be provided. So that is established rule. If there is cross connection, you have to provide the consent. Okay. Second thing is judicial order. Second thing is judicial order. If judiciary says, no matter whatever the state government had said, no matter if a state government is agreeing to it or not, if there is a statement directly from judiciary, or if there is a direction from judiciary that you have to investigate a particular case in any of the state, nothing is required. Okay. Judicial order, then again, no consent required. No consent required. So that is about the concept of consent of the CBI. Okay. That is about the consent of the CBI. Now, of course, you know that some states have withdrawn it. In the past, we have seen West Bengal has withdrawn it. We have seen Karnataka has withdrawn it. Many other states have also joined it. You don't have to remember the name of these states. You don't have to memorize each and every state that who all have withdrawn the consent. Okay. It's not required. You have to simply know that what is the general consent to CBI, what is the special consent, and in which cases they can continue to investigate the case. Is that clear now? What is general consent? I think it is clear. Now, coming to the next part. The next part is about like see this question, and then we will come to the location. See this question first. Which one of the following countries of Southwest Asia does not open out to the Mediterranean Sea? Options are Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, and Israel. Out of these four countries, which are not opening into the Mediterranean Sea? Okay, Nilu, you have given the mains this year, right? How was your experience? I think you were giving mains. Tell me about this question also. Which one of the following countries of Southwest Asia does not open out to the Mediterranean Sea? Answer is B option. B option is Jordan. A also and B. Other people, you have to give the answer. B option. I think most of you know that this B option, Jordan. So let's see this also on the map. See, Jordan is of course landlocked area. This is the portion of Lebanon. This is the portion of Lebanon where we have this air strike, where we have this attack or missile strike going on by Israel. You can see this portion here is Syria. This portion here is Syria. It is also opening. Lebanon is also opening. Israel is also opening. Jordan is this area. Jordan, here in this area we have Jordan. So Jordan is not opening into this area of the, it is not opening into the Mediterranean Sea. On this side you have Israel. Just below it, sorry, just below it you will find that we have the area of Egypt. Yeah. So just below it you will find Egypt is there. On this side you have Lebanon. Now Lebanon was there in the news. Why it was there in the news? Just because of the strikes by Israel. Yeah. You might have seen pager was used, like the pager blast was also there. Have you heard about or not? Have you seen pagers? The medium. No problem. Like you can prepare for next year. Yes, music. I have seen your message. Okay, so you don't have to type it again and again. I will see what I can do. Okay. There is one thing called as pager blast. So what is happening? That pager is one of the earlier devices which were used. Okay, it was just to give a signal or a message. Okay, so pager was one of the most earlier device. It was one of the most earlier device also. Okay, just to give alerts about a particular thing. So pager used to be used earlier. Now the the various the people who were part of this Hezbollah also and part of Hamas, they were using this pager for communication among each other. Now Israel has such a huge their this intelligence system, their technical expertise is so much huge that they have been able to carry out the pager blast. So if you talk about technology, that is you can say that the technology is quite advanced. Of course, this war, if you look at this war, it has now been stretched over for more than 1 year. For more than 1 year, and like thousands of innocent lives have been lost, and there is no end to it. So in the upcoming sessions, like let it be a little bit calm, then we will discuss that what all countries are affected and what is the implications of it. So we will also talk about that, but after a week, let the things settle down first, and then we will come to this part here. Yeah. Now, so this is one part. Now we are coming to one main article of today, that is manual scavenging. In the part of Lebanon, just know this where it is located. That is more than sufficient. Lebanon has no such significant thing. Okay. Now let us come to the another part of it. Manual scavenging. Manual scavenging. Okay. Now, if we talk about manual scavenging, in India, you know that it is linked with our history. It is linked with our history. It is linked with the tradition of oppression, suppression towards people belonging to so-called lower caste. Means we have divided the society, we have divided the work also according to it. So what we see that our society is suffering from this caste-based oppression. This is the manifestation of caste-based this is not caste-based oppression. In manual scavenging, what is happening that people are manually cleaning. People are manually cleaning the septic tanks or sewers. Now, if you look at this, this is a caste-based oppression or suppression of the people, where in India, still a large number of people are involved in the act of manual scavenging, even though it has been declared as illegal. Like no one can employ people, no one including the government and its agencies can employ people for manual scavenging. It has been banned in India. Despite that, what we see that it still continues. It is still part and parcel of our day-to-day life. So manual scavenging is something which is a part of our history. It is like a part of historical discrimination. Okay. Historical discrimination which goes on. Historical discrimination on the basis of caste. On the basis of caste. Now, so it is not just harmful for the health only, but also it is hurting the human dignity. If you look at manual scavenging, it is harmful to health, plus at the same time, it is also affecting the human dignity. Affecting the human dignity. It is also affecting the human dignity. that in a dignified society, no one should be going for manual scavenging of septic tanks or even the sewers. If it has to be done, it has to be done in a mechanized manner, using proper gears, using proper safety gears, using proper PPE kits. But manual scavenging still continues in India. And now what we have seen, that government has come with a report with respect to it. So what is the report? This report has been brought by the Ministry of Social Justice and Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. So this ministry has conducted this survey, and according to the government report itself, around 38,000. It doesn't mean that we have only 38,000 people who are engaged in scavenging. So we have got this 38,000 people who have been profiled, means on the basis of whom survey has been conducted. So out of 38,000, 91.9%, nearly 92% of the people are belonging to scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and OBC community. So this shows that still in India, scavenging is considered as a part of a particular caste, particularly the lower caste. Yeah. So it has been seen that like 68.9% they were belonging to scheduled caste category, 14.7% they are belonging to OBC, and 8.3% were from scheduled tribes. Even 8% were from general category. But this is very low. If you compare, 68.9% people are coming from scheduled caste category. So it still shows that in our country, scavenging is still linked to the caste system. Now, there is another part. According to government report, around 377 people across the country have died due to hazardous killing of the sewers and the septic tanks. So this is one part, like what we see, that due to this cleaning part, we have death of people also. It is harming the dignity of individuals also. And it is still is a manifestation of caste-based oppression in India. Okay. So this is, or caste-based discrimination in India, you can call it. That this shows that it is a manifestation of it reflects the manifestation of caste-based oppression in India. So these figures itself tell about them. The figures are itself telling that it is a manifestation of caste-based oppression. That we have said that caste is no longer like deciding these things and all other things, but in reality, caste is actually deciding that who is employed in what work. Yeah. Yes, in other parts also, of course, caste discrimination is there, but here, especially in manual scavenging, we have now the government's official data also. Yeah. Now, so government has come with one program, Namaste program. Yeah. So this Namaste program is basically like a scheme which has been launched just for those people who are worked in the sewer work or septic tanks. So this Namaste program was launched in 2023-24. Okay. This has been launched by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment and the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. So two ministries are jointly implementing this Namaste program. It has been launched for 3 years. It has been launched from 2023 to 2026. Okay. Will be implemented by this organization, National Safai Karamcharis Finance and Development Corporation. So see, first a basic part, that this scheme is aiming to mechanize all the sewer work and prevent death due to hazardous cleaning work. So it has aimed at now this cleaning of the sewers will be done in a mechanized manner. It will not be done via manual work. That is its aim. Second thing is, like, it aims to prevent the death due to hazardous cleaning work. So that is also part of this scheme. Now here it has been brought in with the work of two ministries, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment and Ministry of Urban Affairs, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. So these two ministries are working on it for 3 years, 2023 to 2026. So that is one of the program of government. What will be done under this program? What are the components here? See, in the case of components, you will find that profiling of septic and sewer workers. SSW stands for septic and sewer workers. Okay. Septic tank cleaners or sewer. Okay. Those who are working in cleaning of septic tanks or sewer workers manually, they will be profiled. So you have seen government has come with one of the report. So this report is a part of your Namaste program. This report or survey which has come out, it has come out due to this Namaste program, because one of the major component was there will be profiling of SSWs, the septic and sewer workers in the urban local areas through digital tools. Okay. So that is the aim of it. Then there is also aim of health insurance, occupational safety training and sanitation response unit, capital subsidy for procurement of sanitation related vehicles. There is also distribution of PPE kits, distribution of safety device, and information education and information education and communication campaign. Where you find IEC, it stands for information education and communication. Okay. So these campaigns will be there for SSW safety and dignity. Okay. So that is the part. Let us see this once again. The first part was they are going to create a profile. Right now, 38,000 septic and sewer workers have been profiled in the recent survey. The aim is to have 1 lakh profiling of 1 lakh of those septic and sewer workers. Second thing is health insurance. One part is health insurance of them because they are very much vulnerable. Second thing is occupational safety and training. Then we have also part of PPE kit distribution. There is also part of we have seen mechanized. It has to be mechanized now. We have seen one of the aim was to go for mechanization. So there is a provision of capital subsidy for mechanization. Then we have also part of safety devices to emergency response sanitation units and also IEC campaign. So fit this objective is there as part of the Namaste program, that government is trying to bring more welfare initiatives for the workers engaged in manual scavenging. So this is one part. Let us see it again. Government has come with a report. The report says that still in India, caste is one of the major factors deciding manual scavenger workers. We have seen 68%, 68 to 69% people are from SC community, around 14% from OBC, 8.3% from ST community. Near about 91.9% coming from only the so-called backward classes. So-called backward classes is said, means this word so-called, it denotes that it is not a backward class, but that has been given a name. It is not a backward class. There is nothing like backward class or forward class. When you write backward class, use this part so-called, because we are denoting it that people call it backward caste. It is not actually a backward caste. It is a group of people. Okay. So this is one thing that the so-called backward caste people, they have the major role in this manual scavenging. And now government has come with this provision. Government has come with this provision that now we are going to change it. For this, they are having this Namaste program. Namaste program is an initiative of 2 departments. One department is Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Second is Ministry of Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. So they are working on this program. I hope it is clear. What is the program all about? Yeah, I'm okay. Why? What happened, Ashish? I'm fine. What happened? Now, so this is, you can write that. Like, yes, yes, of course you can write it. 14 and 68, or you can write 69 approximately. Just write one thing, approximately 14% or approximately 68%. That is also fine. If you use the word approximately, that is fine. The message is conveyed there. Instead of data, the message is more important. The message is like, near about this many peoples are involved. Even if you write more than 2/3 people, that is also fine. Clear, Avnish? Okay, current affairs and general science. Okay, I will be taking classes as soon as there is like for current affairs, just for 1 or 2 weeks. There might be a gap. For general science, whenever the class is planned, I will take it there. Don't worry. Now, coming to the next topic, there is another topic called as dark matter. There is another thing called as dark matter. So dark matter is not what there is reflected in this paper, in this image. It is not dark matter. It is not dark matter. It is just a representation of it. It is not dark matter. Dark matter is something which we have not actually seen so far. Okay. So see, what exactly is dark matter? Let me give you a like composition of the universe. Let me give you a composition of the universe. Our universe consists of three things, although other things are also there, but three things are mainly. One thing is called as ordinary matter. Ordinary matter means everything which you see, like stars, planets, all matter around us, all celestial bodies, visible to us, means in fact everything which you have seen in the universe, everything which you like see around the universe, that is all ordinary matter. That is all ordinary matter. It means everything from this pen to this digital board to the camera to the screens which are there to your laptops to your mobile to you also, including me also, the entire billions of population of humans, the billions and trillions of the cells and the insects and the plants, all these things, they all are matter. The air above us is a matter. The gases in the stars, they are matter. The stars in fact are matter. All these things are matter and they constitute less than 5%, of the universe. They are just less than 5% of the entire universe. Now, what this universe is made up of then? What is this universe made up of then? It is said that there are two things in the universe which we know very little about, but they are the majority portion of our universe. One is claimed to be dark energy, and the dark energy is responsible for 68%. Dark energy is something which is responsible for 68% of our universe. It is something considered to be responsible, considered to be responsible for expansion of universe, for expansion of universe. It is something which is considered responsible for the expansion of universe. So this is the first part, that it is something which is considered for the expansion of universe. Now this is something okay, which does not interact with known matter or energy, with matter or energy known to us. means we are not able to know about it. In short, we are not able to know about it, that what is this dark energy all about, what are its properties, what are its feature, what is its source. We are not able to know about it, but it exists. It is the one responsible behind, considered to be responsible behind expansion of the entire universe. The entire universe is constantly, it is regularly expanding. It is expanding at enormous rate. And the energy behind that expansion may be the dark energy. It is believed to be part of 68% of our universe. Some say 67% also, some say 68% also, some say 69% also. So on an average, 68% you can take. Okay, no one can exactly say 68% only. It is just approximated. Okay. So it is 68% approximately. Okay. On the other hand, there is some matter which is still there. We will come to this a further more discussion on it. We are just trying to know it first, then we will come to the discussion of it also. So another thing is dark matter. This is one thing which we are trying to research. In the newspaper, in the Hindu, you might have got an entire article about dark matter. Do not read that. Do not read that. It is not necessary for your examination purpose. Just know one thing: what is dark matter. That is more than sufficient. So in this case, what exactly is dark matter? Dark matter is again a matter which is responsible behind huge amount of gravitation in our universe. Responsible for enormous amount of this what we say, enormous amount of gravitation. This is one thing which is responsible for enormous amount of gravitation in our universe. It is responsible for enormous amount of gravitation. But the thing is, we are not able to detect it. We are not able to find where it is located, what is its property, what are the features, characteristics of it, how it interacts with other particle. So still, its detection is not possible as of now. Detection not possible. Detection of property not possible as of now. As of now is understood here. You can simply write as of now. I have not no any space for writing as of now, but you can understand here as of now. For today, today is what date? 30th September. For 30th September till 30th September, it is not possible to detect it, the features, the properties. Maybe if tomorrow it happens, it's not my fault. Okay, but for today it is not possible to detect it. We do not have any such known particle or any such known energy source or any electromagnetic wave or any radiation with which we are having its interaction. So this is one such part of it. Now we combine it. 68 plus 27, it equals to 95%. So 95% of our universe remains a mystery. The 95% of our universe remains a mystery. Even 5% is a mystery. Even the 5% is a mystery, but we know some part of it. We know some part of it. But the 95% is complete mystery. We know not a single thing about it. We don't know how it exists, how it comes into picture, what are the features, characteristics of it. Okay. So see, if we talk about our universe, it is not how universe looks like. We don't have exact idea how universe looks like. But if you see the universe, what you will find that universe is constantly expanding. Universe is constantly expanding. Okay. So if we look at this, it is an expanding universe. Okay. Expanding universe. But at the same time, now how do we say that this is expanding universe? How do we say that this is expanding universe? We say it on the basis of one simple thing. Suppose if radiations are coming from different celestial bodies, if radiations are coming from different celestial bodies, from time to time, there will be change in the the time lag, at how much time it has taken previously, how much time it is taking now. So there is a difference in that gap. There is a difference there in the time. So using that, we conclude that the universe is constantly expanding. Some celestial bodies which might have been near us might have gone far away, might have gone far away. So this is one thing on the basis of what we say that the universe is constantly expanding. Those things which might have been near to us are now very, very far away. So on the basis of it, we claim that universe is constantly expanding in all directions. So that is one part. Okay. So this radiations are coming after a difference of time. That is one of the thing. Then there is another thing. This entire galaxies and the universe which is there, it is having enormous amount of gravitation. It is having enormous gravitation. Enormous gravitation. It is also having another thing called as gravitational lensing. It is having another thing called as gravitational lensing. Okay. Gravitational lensing. What is gravitational lensing? Suppose that light is coming from one of the area. Let us say it is coming from a star. But light is passing through an area, and let us say there is a black hole. Let us say there is a black hole. So what is seen that light may bend a little bit. Light may bend a little bit from here. The light may bend a little bit at this point because there is too much of gravitation, too much of attraction. So it may happen that if light is not going inside it, it can bend a little bit. Or even if suppose that there is a heavy star, there is a very heavy star. So in that case also the light may bend a little bit in this direction. Okay, sorry. Bend a little bit in this direction, and then light will be reaching at different parts. Light will be reaching at different parts. So people might have this idea that maybe this star is here, or this person will have the idea that the star is here. So gravitational lensing is basically the bending of light due to gravitation. Gravitational lensing is basically the bending of light from its path, or deviation of light from its path due to gravity. Now suppose that if we are able to see that this is a heavy star, or this is a dark matter, this is a black hole, or this is a heavy star. So we say that okay, due to heavy star it may have happened. Due to heavy star it may have bended, or due to black hole it has bended. Now suppose that we remove these two things. We remove these two things. A light is coming from here, it has bended. It has bended. But there is nothing here. This light was coming from here, it has bended from its path. It has bended on its path, it has deviated from its path, but there is no star, there is no black hole. So why the bending? Why we have bending of light in this area? There is nothing which is visible here. And when nothing is visible, but still there is an intense amount of gravity, we say that there might be existence of something which may be called as dark matter. Okay. So in our universe, at multiple instances, there is bending of light, but there is no star or black hole for it. No star is responsible for its bending. No black hole is responsible for its bending. But still, it gets bent. It bends there. And in that scenario, we say that there is something there which we don't know about it. And that something is what we have given a term, dark matter. Okay. So dark matter, or sometimes it is also written dark star. Dark matter and dark star are both the same thing. If a star is made of dark matter, it will be called as a dark star. So this is one thing which is there in the news. We have got a number of experiments just to find out what exactly is dark matter. So this is why it was there in the news. I hope it is clear. I confused how to divide 95 and 5% universe matter. it is not matter entirely. It is said that universe is made of two things, matter and energy. It is said that universe is made up of two things, matter and energy. Okay. Now the thing is, it is believed that this entire gravitation, entire things, the ordinary matter which we know about it, it is predicted, it is estimated. It is not actual division. It's not that it may be true only. It may be a false idea. It is a hypothesis. It is an estimation. It is a hypothesis which says that ordinary matter accounts only for 5%. Rest others can be dark matter or dark energy. So it is not exact thing that only this will happen. Maybe after 10 years, if a new theory is there, something quite contrasting can also be there. But as of now, it is proposed. Is that clear, Bittu? Do I have to read newspaper by myself, or will these daily current affair classes and notes will be sufficient? For topic, you don't have to read the current affairs, but for editorial, do read it. Okay. Although I will try to cover some editorials also, but read the newspaper for the sake of developing your understanding, for developing your comprehensiveness about any topic. So give 30 minutes at least. You can do that. Is that clear, Sumit? Yeah, hypothetical thoughts. But yes, then if you talk about science, then yes, there is a lot of things which are given as a hypothesis first and then proved later. Like hundreds of years ago, there was a hypothesis that there is something called as gravitational waves. There is something called as gravitational waves. It was a hypothesis. Later on, or it was a theory which was given. Later on, it was proved that there is something called as gravitational waves. Yeah. Why did you change the class time? Just for like some time, we have changed this timing due to other engagements also. Okay. So after this, we if it is not suitable, we will come back to 5. But we will see if it is suitable. If all of you can accommodate according to this time, we can continue this. Okay. So thank you so much. These were the topics for today, and these 4 topics which we have discussed. One topic was, first of all, we have discussed about the first topic, that is general consent, also general consent to CBI. Then we have talked about Lebanon. Then we have also seen this dark matter and manual scavenging. So these 4 topics we have seen. We have seen some questions also. Tomorrow we will meet again at the same time. In this week we will meet again at the same time, and then we will discuss the remaining things. Thank you so much. All the best. Thank you.